Could your name be costing you job opportunities? Well, according to new research by the Harvard Review, it might be. The study found that when it came to a list of names, a man's name would be selected over a woman's name for a job, even if they had the same qualifications. This is so wrong.
I know.
And it doesn't just apply to gender either. Have you heard of resume whitening? Have you guys heard of this? All right, it's when a candidate intentionally changes their name on their resume to obscure their ethnicity. According to an article on the Huffington Post, when a man named Jose Zamora dropped the S out of his name and went from Jose to Joe, he got way more responses on his job applications. So, ladies, when it comes to interviewing for a job, do you think your name makes a difference?
Well, I mean, first of all, I read one article and they were saying that this was like a financial, I guess, inquiry, like to get a financial manager. And so it was online and you could pick the financial manager. So they said that 25% of the people picked the male names over female names. But when it comes to money, I don't care about your name. I want to look at your bank account. That's what I want to look at.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't agree with this. Obviously, this is terrible that you ever would judge somebody by their name. You know, it's awful. But you guys, I absolutely do believe it happens. I know that it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
This was proof right now with the name Jose being changed for Joe. Yeah. People really, really do look at your name on a paper and judge. When I was first getting into acting, I would go on auditions for Hispanic roles, and they would send my name on a list to the casting agents, and the casting agents literally would turn me away before they even saw a picture.
Wow.
They would say they would not, they didn't want to see me for a casting because I didn't have a typical Hispanic last name. They would look at Bailon, which they probably called Balion or Balon, and they were like, well, it's not Torres, Rodriguez, Martinez, or Perez, so we don't want to see her.
Wow.
And that was so discouraging me to the point where, you guys, there was a point where I actually considered changing my last name to something more. So I went and I found out what my grandmother's last name was, and I actually was going to go by either Rios or Rivera.
Well, people in the entertainment
I
business, they do that a lot. You know, Jennifer Aniston's name is not really Jennifer Aniston. Her last name, I can't pronounce. It's Greek.
Yeah.
It's Anastasakis. Yes, that. And
hilarious.
She probably changed it because she wanted, people to be able to just, say her name. And then also Katy Perry's name is not really Katy Perry. Her name is actually Katherine Hudson. But Kate Hudson and Katherine, she didn't want people to confuse that.
Right. This makes me sad because a lot of times when your parents go through so much to name you, right? There's intentionality in it. The names have special meanings. And because I have a lot of family members who own nail salons in the Bay Area, I always ask them, like, why do they change their name? If you notice, a lot of them will be like Tiffany or Tina. And a few of them, quite a number of them, told me that when you have a Vietnamese name or a name that people can't pronounce, they disregard you and they treat you lower than them. So they don't make eye contact. They just say, you do this. Yes.
In school,
so they change
if you have a
name,
name
but it's
that's
not
hard.
okay.